all my beautiful friends out there in YouTube land, and welcome back to the Homestead. So today on the Homestead, we are going to get busy. We are going to get involved in one of the nastiest jobs that I have, one of the dirtiest jobs that I have on my list of things to do. You see, guys, as you know, if you've been following our channel for any length of time, you know that we live on a river, and it's beautiful. And it's got a fantastic view, and being waterfront property really increases your value, but technically we're kind of just marshfront property because we have no deep water access. Our side of the river is very shallow, and I've got about 50 feet of marsh grass between my high ground and the actual water. So at high tide, we've got about 2 to 3 feet of water coming up to our marsh grass, but at low tide we have mud. Before we bought this place, there was a channel dug so that there was deep water access at all times onto our property. Of course, that was not maintained, and when we bought the house, it was actually already filled in with marsh grass, but there was a remnant of a channel left, and I could still take my canoe in and out at high tide as I wanted to. And it was good, it was fun. It's been years since I've used it, and even that has now filled in with marsh grass. But today, we're gonna start working on clearing out our channel. Because guys, a couple weeks ago, my mom and stepdad gifted us their old jet ski. It's a 2005 Yamaha Wave Runner. I don't know the exact details, but it's a pretty good one. It's in good shape, it runs well, and we want to start using that sucker, not only for fun, but use it to help us clear out and create a channel. But in order to do that, got to get some of this marsh grass out of the way. Step one, I need to dig out my old canoe. Carpenter ants. As you can see, the carpenter ants have made a nest inside of my canoe. Now, carpenter ants are big and scary looking. They don't actually sting. They'll bite you. It'll pinch. But it won't burn like a fire ant. But I mean, who wants to sit there and play around with carpenter ants? Maybe by the time I flip it over and drag it all the way out to the back, maybe most of them will get out of there. I hope so. Here's the river, and you can see here's my channel, and it runs way up into my property. I'll push myself out there to the edge where the deep water starts, creating a clearing and a channel all the way back up into here. Okay, and then what we're going to be doing, and I mean, I'm not going to get all this done in one day more than likely. But after a couple of days of working on that, I'll get a channel cleared back out up to here. And at high tide, I'll have a foot or two of water to work with. And then we will have deep water access all year long. And that's going to increase property value a good bit, as well as it's going to allow my family to use our new jet ski, our new used jet ski. Love it out here. It's beautiful. And it's going to be even better when we can access all of that beauty. All right, here we go. Time to get dirty. Right here, it's just a little bit thinner. The grass is not quite as thick. right, you guys, I am out here to the water's edge. It didn't take too long. Out here close to the water, you can see the remnants of the old channel there. It's once I hit that, I just scooted right on out here, but you also see leftover hurricane debris stuck up here in the marsh. There's all kind of trash and stuff. I imagine I'm going to find a lot more of that as I clean this channel out. Here's where it's going to get nasty. So I don't know how much more filming I'll do because I don't want to be messing with my phone too much once I get covered in mud, but I'll try to give you some updates as we go along. All right, take a break. Now I picked up a helper. This is very, very slow going and tedious, and this is going to take several days, but just coming in and out of this a couple of times now. We've already got, just by pushing the grass down, you can see where the channel used to be. Yeah, eventually. We got to get it very much wider and a good bit deeper.
Bring your little...
So guys, today is going to be a very interesting day. As you can see, I got my canoe in my truck behind me here. And yes, we are going out on the canoe today. The reason we're going out on the canoe today, it's kind of embarrassing, but you know, it's just one of those things that happens. So yesterday we took it out, me and the boys, and well, it didn't make it back. So we actually, I mean, at the time it was very stressful, kind of scary. Fortunately, it didn't just shut off on us. It went into limp mode, and we were able to putt over to the edge of the river, tied up to some random stranger's dock, and they weren't home though, so we just kind of left it there, and then went through their yard back to the road and called Catherine, and she came and picked us up. Today, me and Catherine are going to use my canoe to go and get our jet ski and towed it back to the boat ramp. So we have a trolling motor, and I charged up the battery, and we're going to attach that to the canoe. I hope it works. If not, we've got the paddles. It'll be a workout, but we'll get it back. Yeah, so figured, hey, this is the Hewitt Homestead vlog about the Hewitt's life, and this is what our life is all about today. So hang tight. It's more than likely going to be fun and exciting. All right, we're pulling out. Me and Mama gonna go pick up our jet ski. The good Lord's willing, and it's still there. We are here in Jacksonville, Florida, at the Bird Maxwell boat ramp, and it's low tide, but the tide's coming in. Hi, Mom, you about ready? Okay, we got the hook up here. Got a trolling motor.
Wait, don't start until you...
Got a trolling motor hooked onto the side of my canoe. It looks pretty sketchy, but it's pretty tight. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's beautiful, baby. I think I prefer this better. We should have brought a little picnic lunch, because we're probably going to be out here all day. We are not going fast, but we are going smooth and steady. God has blessed us with calm waters. Look at this, look at this. I'm pretty sure I saw it. I think it's up here. Alright, there it is. It's still there, yay! And it looks like it's still sitting on mud. Alright, you guys, here we go. It was tied up right there. Just a little sketchy getting it hooked up and getting it out, so I didn't want to worry about a camera. But now we have our dead jet ski. Yeah. Built by DW Woodwork. It's a beautiful morning. I Think I'll go canoeing with my baby today. Woo! She loves it when I sing. We made it home, safe and sound. Here it is. This is the setup. Wash it up and see what in the world is going on. Hey buddy, how you doing?
I know you got here.
Yeah, we got here. Well, I think I might have found the problem. There's a lot of water in that hole. But the plugs were in, and I checked them before we went out. The plugs were tight. So that tells me this hole's leaking somewhere. And it probably shorted out the battery. Huh. It's crazy. Glad I didn't pull the plugs at the boat ramp, because now I can see how much water's in there. That is ridiculous. Wow. Huh. Weird.
Get up there.